In case you didn't already know, Trials Rising is going to have cross-platform everything! This means cross-platform leaderboards, cross-platform track central, cross-platform gear central. Just one big level playing field, and it's so great. I'm so excited to know that whenever I create a track or gear on my Xbox One or PC, it'll show up as the same creator across all platforms. Everything's unified. That just makes me so happy. It makes my heart happy, and I can't wait to just start building. Back in the Trials Evolution days, we were a pretty close community. I mean, it wasn't a small community. There was a ton of people that played Trials Evolution on Xbox 360, but everybody recognized the names. Like, if you were a really good track builder, people could jump on Track Central and just like look up your gamer tag and see all the tracks that you build. Like, oh yeah, these are all great tracks. And whenever you put out a new track, like, oh, this guy, I know he makes really good tracks typically, so I'm going to go ahead and try it. And with Trials Fusion, it was a really big bummer because it segmented the community. So the community was broken up from one platform, one console, and it was a totally unified experience across the board. So you had the Xbox 360 group, the Xbox One group, the PS4 group, and the PC group, and it sucked really bad because all these great builders have now been spread across the board, and nobody could play each other's tracks unless you had Trials Fusion for that system that the creator put his track on. And of course, eventually they made cross-platform Track Central for Trials Fusion. It came sometime afterwards, but it still wasn't as good as it could have been, and it wasn't as good as Trials Evolution was because every track that was created on a different platform showed up under a generic gamer tag. So you would get tens of thousands of tracks uploaded by this generic gamer tag, and it was impossible to find what you're looking for unless you knew the exact title or name of the track. The way Trials Rising is going to work is it's going to take your Ubisoft account, and it's going to use that as your persona online, or your online name for Trials. So whenever you share a track, or post a score on the leaderboards, or post something to Gear Central, it's going to show up under your Ubisoft username. Mine is Oregon_Pacifist. And it's actually something that I had mentioned back in the early Trials Fusion days. I said, hey, you know what would be a great idea is if you just, instead of using your PSN or Xbox Live account, you could just use your Ubisoft account, and it would be a unified experience, and everyone could all see the same exact thing, no matter which platform they're playing on. And here we are, 5 years later, and they finally did it. It's so awesome. I'm not taking credit for that by any means, but I'm just saying. So I just wanted to make this quick video just explaining that cross-platform is a thing, and it's going to be available right at launch, which is fantastic news. No delays. We don't have to wait 8 months or a year to get this feature implemented. It's going to be there on day one. It's going to be so amazing. It's so amazing. So just make sure that before you purchase or download Trials Rising that you have your Ubisoft account all set up and ready to go. Make sure that you have your username, your login, make sure everything's set correctly, all of your preferences. Just make your Ubisoft account perfect. If you haven't already done so, get ready for Trials. And if you are on the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, make sure you link your PlayStation or Xbox account to your Ubisoft account so that whenever you go online, you have your Ubisoft name and everything's perfect and you have access to everything that Trials Rising has to offer. All the tracks in Track Central, all the gear in Gear Central, and of course leaderboards. If you don't set up your Ubisoft account or link your Xbox or PSN account to your Ubisoft account, you're going to be missing out on what really makes Trials the best game ever. I mean, Trials by itself, if you took out Track Central entirely and you took out Gear Central entirely and didn't have a global leaderboard, it would still be worth every single penny. But the fact that they have all these things and they're cross-platform, this game is, in my opinion, easily worth $60 or $70. Like, if they wanted to charge full price for it, then it would actually be worth it, in my opinion. They're charging $25 for the base game. Of course, there's DLC as well if you'd like to get that. But yeah, $25 for the base game, which is going to give you a ton of stuff. Really just a massive amount of stuff for the price. It's a hell of a deal. If you watch my videos because of Shenmue, or Shenmue 3 is kind of the one game you're looking forward to this year, and you haven't even tried a Trials game, do yourself a favor, pick up Trials Rising. You won't be disappointed at all. It's incredible. It's got some of the best gameplay out there. It's simple to learn, easy to pick up and play, but it's super hard to master. There is no skill gap, man. And once you think that you've hit like the best of the best, you haven't, because there's always going to be someone better, and there's always something to learn. You can play this game for the rest of your life and still not know all the tricks and everything there is to do in it. But as always, please subscribe if you're a Trials Rising fan, and I will see you in the next video.